Well, hello there. Welcome once more to Kwankyewaa's Kitchen. And if this is your first time stopping by, I'd like to say a very warm akwaba to you. Today, I'm sharing with you a very simple fresh tilapia soup. And this one is loaded, like really loaded with flavor. So for this recipe, I'll be using some fresh tilapia. And to bring extra flavor into this soup, I'm going to add some salted beef, some salted pig feet, which I made myself. The tolo beef though is from Ghana and it's so good. And I have here eggplants from my garden that I'm going to use in place of garden eggs. I also have some basil, aniseed, onion, ginger, some fresh tomatoes, garlic, and pepper. And that's all you need to make this great tasty soup. So first off, I start by cutting up my fish, which I have already cleaned, and they are big pieces, so I'm going to cut them up into 3 each. And then we'll continue with the process. So I've washed my cut up fish again, and now I'm placing them in my pot. And I like to make sure that they sit very well in the whatever cooking pot you're trying to use. And now I'm going to add my pig feet and the salted beef. And I really have to make more of that pig feet and share the recipe with you because it is so good. So I'm just going to cut up my ginger to help blend it better. And I'm going to cut up the onion as well. And these I'm going to blend together with the aniseed and garlic as seasoning, you know, like a kind of marinade for my fish, and season it that way to bring more good flavor. You know, all that onions and ginger is going to assure you that your fish is going to be very, very tasty. So I add a little bit of water, and now I'm just going to blend, and that will go on my fish. So whilst that blend, I'll take care of my garden eggs or eggplants. And so I'm just cutting off the heads, cut them up, and place them in a bowl or saucepan. And I'm going to cook these together with the pepper and tomatoes. And that is going to be our actual soup base. So I've added water, covering, and now I'm going to bring that to a boil. And so my onions, blended onions, I pour over my meat and fish, more like my fish more than meat anyway. So on my fish, my tilapia and the pig feet and salted beef, and I add just a little bit of water. You always have to remember, if you're going to add salted beef or pig feet, these are cured meats, and you want to pay attention to your salt when you are adding it, because you can end up with a very salty pot of soup that is just going to be so undesirable, and that is not what we aim to achieve. So I set it on fire, and I almost forgot that I have basil, so I put my basil in. I should have put the basil right away to start cooking with the fish, but this still works. It's still going to bring all the aroma and flavors that you need in your soup. Basil works, I mean, anything that is tomato based or has tomatoes, it goes so well with it. Your fish, your chicken, your tomatoes too, of course. So basil woma, the flavor is definitely assured. So my tomatoes and garden eggs or eggplants are cooked now, and I'm just going to go ahead and blend them. Since our fish is also doing very good, it is at the point where I can continue making my soup by adding my vegetables, my blended vegetables, and that is what we're going to do next. So it's all blended, and right now I'm going to add it. And you see, the whole time since the fish started cooking, I have not messed with this. So this is another soup that is, another recipe that is not so steroids association friendly. So with this recipe, the stirring is going to be very, very minimal. So once I pour in my ingredients, I try to stir just so the fish won't stick to the bottom of the pan. And that is like almost all the stirring that you want to do. And it's like the fish is swimming in liquid at this point anyway, and hopefully nothing is going to settle on the bottom of the pot. And so now look at how beautifully it is boiling. It is smelling so good. That aroma of fresh fish combined with the tolo beef and that precon cherry, that is the salted pig feet, I tell you, It smells so good, and you know your soup is going to be just flavor packed. And trust me, it's not going to take away the flavor or aroma of your fish. It's just going to add to it. They are just like, helping balance things out, and it even helps to bring more aroma and flavor to your soup. So this has cooked for about 20 minutes. It's boiling gently, and I'm just stirring a little bit just to make sure that nothing settles on the bottom. And then I'm just going to totally let it be and let it cook on its own sweet time. So right here, the soup has cooked for a total of about 35 to 40 minutes, and it is done. It has thickened. It's almost done. So I add in my extra eggplant. I had 3 eggplants to start, and I only boiled 2 to blend. So the extra one I have cut up, and I have tried to remove as many of those seeds that I can. And now I put them here, and I only covered the soup to allow the eggplants to really boil through and get well cooked. And so now I'm just going to uncover a little bit, just like this. Let it sit on the pot so there's a little bit of venting going on. And right now those eggplants are soft, and I'm just going to throw in some peppers, of course. Now our soup is really done, like all done. All it took was about 45 to 50 minutes, and we have a pot of delicious, flavorful soup. Our whole house is smelling amazing, and we can't wait to sit and enjoy. I really hope you try this simple recipe. You will love it. And you know your girl, you know what part of the fish I'll go for. And boy, was it enjoyed. It was so soft, juicy, flavor packed, and I really enjoyed it. So until I come your way next time with something delicious, be loving, be kind, be happy.